Hello, everybody. How's everybody feeling today? Hopefully you're doing okay. Hopefully you doing all right. For Good morning, everybody. To everyone who said good morning. For some of you, it's going to be a afternoon. If you're in Europe or some portions of Asia, it's in afternoon. For kind of like able to hit with this. Time of the days like the same a lot of people today. A little update for it if you guys watched the daily gravitational report, and for the key that you are going to work on it in the next quite a few days is to understand discipline. For the key word will be a discipline. I'll talk about this tomorrow at Astro Gravitational Report. For A lot of you maybe feel the energy of and over, game over, things over, and relationships over, and situation is over, but it's not. Uh, okay, it's not. It's actually you are being put into a boot camp so you can learn a discipline. That's what the energy is, and some of you is going to learn it. That get that energy of discipline within them. That is the discipline of what you are, what you need to be, what how the situation is supposed to be, not by your ego, but what you are meant to be for. And there's going to be a discipline from Saturn for, and yeah, that's how it's going to be. All right. So recognition time. So Margaret, Spina, Purity, Diamond B, Diana, Ray Skywalker. Ray, thank you. CF, thank you for watching my back out there. For Wow, we got CC. All right, CC, welcome to the live chat. So what are we going to talk about today? It's your spiritual family. All right. So the spiritual family has one purpose. I don't know if you guys gonna read it backwards, but the only way to make heaven on earth it is when the unconditional love becomes a lifestyle. That's going to apply to the new cycle, but I think I wrote this 3 4 years back. For I lost, my computer and stuff, so don't know what did I did, what's going on, and what the things are for. But we are going to talk about and discuss today your spiritual family. The spiritual family that was suggested by Diana, and Diana, thank you for bringing out this for it. But what is a spiritual family? You know the spiritual family when the universe sends you the people you are be with. You are going to feel this energy from them. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for coming to the chat. Thank you for the love energy. And you know this when they come to you. Okay. They are coming to you because that's how the universe wanted. Usually, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, has a lot of involved within this. The Holy Spirit is something that does that connections because you will be told that this is a spiritual connection. Anne Smith, thank you for coming into your chat for it. So. The spiritual father. Who is your spiritual father? Your spiritual father is someone who comes to you and he guides you. This is a person within the 3D, but you go to this person for the roughest advices. you actually going to need. You going for this is a your if you put it in that way, this is someone who is the elder. Back in the days, the elders, people in the town, that was the most highly respected by everyone. Okay. Nowadays, we don't respect the older people. Actually, the older people, it's like, oh my God, they're old and they can't do this and they're ruining my life. And yeah, you guys know where I'm going. Kiara Reed, hi. Hello. Thank you for coming to a chat. But the father figure, you know it. You might pass a few times for it. You might see this person, and all of a sudden, the universe is there, and you look that person, and that person is looking at you, and you kind of like bow to each other or say hi. But mostly, it's gonna be this bow moment for it. It's not like hi, and you don't move your head, but mostly it's involved with like a bow, and they bowing in front of you. That is like the spirit in me vows to the spirit in you. You will find this person. It's going to come to you when it's supposed to come to you. When you come into that sticky situations in life, that spiritual father is going to come to you. Hi, Maria, Ro Devon. Thank you for coming to a chat. For what is the spiritual father does? The spiritual father, he is the one who helps you to grow in your spirituality. Someone who guides you, someone who is humble, someone who can listen to you, someone who can understand you, that even your own father doesn't understand you because he doesn't look your life. He doesn't judge you. He doesn't does anything. He is correcting you. He's like, you know what? Let me tell you like this. They usually tell you a story, they give you an advice, they give you anything, they give you something like this. Okay, so the spiritual father comes in your time when you need father talk. But father talk with the soul because your father, it's maybe gone, maybe it's missing, or a spiritual father comes in the time when if you have issues with your father, in your personal issue with your father, you go to someone who is elder even to your father to teach you about things about your father, how you to react for it. So the spiritual father is, you may find it strange, but that could be some people that you just click with them. They are very they're not only in the old age, but they're in old souls. You can feel their energy. You can understand their energy, and you feel trusted within them. It doesn't matter what is your feminine or masculine. You will feel the father within them, the father that you had that within your spirit, within your soul. That father energy now is open, so you are able to actually take it, everything that this person does for you, in completely divine way for it. They can guide you to get to work. They can guide you to comes in. They can guide you to be in life. They can guide you with into what do you need to, at this position of this lifetime of these situations and so on. They can help you with an advices if you need to. They can give you a moral support or something that you are messed up. Is like, okay, but you messed up, but that doesn't mean you stop. Okay, they can bring a inspirations within there. That is the typical spiritual father. You may find it a lot of figures within this in a sports coach, because the coach is not only coaching the body within the people, he coached the most important part, the spirit from within. So the coach, if they lose the game, what did the coach says? Great game, guys. We were here. We did what happened. We saw our faults. Okay, don't put your head down. The next time we are going to learn a little better. We're going to practice a little better. We're going to understand and learn from our mistakes. But we don't have to go down, because if we go down spiritually, we are not going to succeed in life. That is the discipline the coach learned from within. And you want to feel that spiritual father energy within them. Because if you fall down, they tell you know what? Brush off the dust. You fall down, you scrape your knees, you scrape your things, you hurt a little bit. Guess what? It's the road. You are going to heal. Let's go. Don't break your within the spirit. And that is the father figure. The mother figure, though, is little different. The mother figure, she's not pushy like the masculine energy. The father sometimes can tell you, you just have to have the discipline. They can't really, I mean, if you deserve it for it. Hi, Diego. Thank you for coming to the chat. So you basically deserve this. All right. They're telling you, what are you were thinking? What is going on? What is that situation? I mean, did you not think about that? Did you not look at on this? Compared to the mother figure, is like, you know what? Look, you should have used your intuition. You should have used your way of thinking. You should could have done this. You know, you did mistakes. It's okay. I understand. Now come here. I'll give you a hug. Okay. Let's talk about this. How about you and I spend time together, and we're gonna go for a walk, and I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you the understanding. You meet the spiritual mother exactly the same way you meet your spiritual father. Okay, your spiritual mother, she's connecting to the universe mother represents. Some of you may see it like the white lady. It is the energy of the pure white lady that she comes from the universe, and she's the one that uh, all right, Diego. And she's trying to bring that goddess from within her. She knows about the feminine energy, how the feminine energy can help to calm down the anger within the masculine energy, because she knows that the anger doesn't help. She understood the anger, especially when she is angry. She learned the lesson not to be angry for it, specifically not to aggravate the man. Okay, if she has to be, you're a female, she's gonna give you the wisdom advices as feminine. What do you need to do? But in order to meet all your spiritual family, you have to meet yourself first, your spirit from within. You gotta meet yourself and ask for this spiritual family to appear to you. They will come to you some way, somehow, for some reason. You have that soul contract that they're coming here to help you. But you need to understand something about this. They comes in, they help you, and then they're gonna go away. They are going to help somebody else, all your spiritual family. All right. Spiritual daughter. That is for it. The spiritual daughter is going to take you as a spiritual father. Okay. That is a very beautiful relationship for. I know how that goes. Okay. I share some of the things up here with you new guys, and it's beautiful. All I have to tell you is beautiful. That girl respects everything. I respect her wishes, whatever she says, and I don't judge her. I don't. I guide her to it. I'm so satisfied of her understanding, her level of understanding that she has this part of look for a second until like whatever I told her as information, it just, oh, I got it. So now I know what is this all about. You were right. Yeah, wow, this is good. That, that right there pays for everything. That smile within her, when she smiles about and gets into it for. And when you are probably in a positions that you gotta be a spiritual mother, father figure, or whatever, brother figure, sister figure on it, you are going to do it for. You're going to get through these situations from. You need to understand those spiritual connections, they are beautiful. With them, you don't have kind of like a relationship, same thing, like you don't have, like a relationship, but you have a different relationship within a spirit. You have the unconditional love with these people in the spirit. With them, everything is easy. There is no intentions, there is no pressures, there is no like any intense energies. No, there, the internal peace, the divine, it is just beautiful energy for so it. Uh, yes, spiritual family is also age specific from experience. So family members might not appear in the physical, but as a Holy Spirit. Yes, there's yes, it is. Four. You are correct, Diana. Four. You correct. Because some of the people they maybe appear like they are in the 40s, 45s, but they're internally inside of it. They are ungrown up child in some areas. And now they're looking to someone to guide them. They're looking for guidance and the spirit in there sees that, sees it, and the spirit's like, I'll find you the person. I'll get you the person. You will know who is the person. Usually, the visions about your spiritual family, they are like awakening within the twin flame. They're coming to your dream. You see them in color. You have deja vu for it. You have a dream that it's imprinted from within you. So when you meet them, you kind of like recognize instantly from within. Wonder Nanda, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. You coming into the chat for. And we're talking about spiritual wife, spiritual husband. Usually, those are the people that you go for advice. If you are a husband, and guess what? Usually, the husband goes and they seek him for advice for married female. Okay, it's the spiritual wife that tells him, "Listen, that's what happened in my story. That's what for." And now the masculine energy learns from the spiritual wife, kind of like they talking about the marriage situations. Okay, so all your spiritual family, they have reasons to be within you, to get to you, to this missing links. They're providing you the missing links that you didn't have with your parents, you don't have with your kids, and you don't have with your spouse for it. That's what they're coming for. They are not coming for any other reason, because you are engaged in the universal energies for, and with that universe energies, when you're missing links, you can fulfill something for the universe. And that's what some of those situations for it are coming to you. That is the reason why you have a spiritual family. Okay, you've been dealing with this before. You guys know from each other. Okay, you have these connections from each other. I have a lot of spiritual family here. Some of them I'm talking daily basic. I have a spiritual sister. She came to me. She's like, you know what? I don't know what to do to you. I'm just within this. I'm missing these situations, and I'm like, let me help you. You're like a sister to me. Let me give you this. Let me help you. Now we're talking, and now we communicating very well with her. She texts me in the morning. It's like, good morning. How you doing, my brother? How's everything? How's the energies? What else you want? You got family. You're not alone. When your TF is not with you or your soulmates is not with you, these people, they actually come to you to help you increase, help you to go through it, help you to get you out of the breakdown, out of the things, out of the sun, so they can show you the road. This is your spiritual, most practical people that you are going to meet in life. For they're your soul family. Okay, they are your soul family for it. Spiritual husband is the same thing. That is a someone that will teach you on the relationship. He is the missing part of the husband that you have in your mind. You cannot experience, you cannot learn things about the husband. I can learn about this. Back in the tribes level, the shaman, which was in the tribe, for the shaman, that is the girl, they see there is a problem within them, and now the woman goes into the shaman, is like, I don't understand, he's always comes in, he's always an angry, he's never happy, like, I don't know, I'm doing something wrong, did I get something, or does he get something that she needs to be done, that it needs to be proper. It was that growth that it needs to be understood, that what, who, and what needs to evolve from within, so we all can have this unconditional love, so we can all have this paradise for it. You are going to feel in the paradise energy with your spiritual family. Some of you knows about this, some of you that think is from within you, and your relationship with them is going to be clean as is should be within a family members. But usually in the family members there is a lot of ego, a lot of jealousy, a lot of competition from within the family, a lot of secrets, a lot of unspoken things, a lot of unspoken emotions. You cannot share it within family because you're going to be judged. You're going to be yelled. You're going to be screamed about it. While in your spiritual family, you can tell everything in there, and you can't actually say the things to understand, to evolve, to be better for it. Uh, Heather, thank you coming for the chat. Kiara read, so do we meet the spiritual family in a common places like school, work, etc.? I feel like from the same race to different races. Kiara, you can meet these people in different thing. The one of the really place or thing you might ever think about it, that could be even happen to me. I'm talking about spiritual point. For it, that could be a homeless man. Way back before I came to the United States, I meet that kind of person. I was in a very rough time and very rough situations. For it, I just had to start it from somewhere, starting from scratch. I did not know what to do. I didn't know what's going on in life, and so on and so on. So was this homeless? He was a music teacher. He said that something happened to it. The wife let him go. She took the apartment from him, and she got all the stuff from him, and he was so disappointed. And there was the money that he was making. He couldn't even rent a things. Yeah, and I told him what was my situation. I bought him food, coffee, and gave him a little money. And he told me about the hardest thing in life, how to overcome is take your discipline, that you gotta rose up and build yourself from ground up. He was living in a place where they just built in a house. He kind of like built himself up, and he's like, I'm planning to get myself and more job and so on. But the wisdom, you see someone as an example that he's been going down the whole his life, came down, but he was rising up from a very, very bottom. But the wisdom from him, okay, that man with a white hair, white beard, but knowledge and wisdom, that you can't pay a price for it. You can't. Okay. So you never know who that might be. All right. You never know who that might be. Only thing you will know, you will recognize them. There is no race thing. I need to tell you, there is no race thing for it. For example, I'm born Christian. Okay. My spiritual system, she is Muslim. Okay. My spiritual daughter, she's African American. No. And that things doesn't apply here. All right. All this racial things doesn't apply. It's the spirit, it's the soul. Okay. They don't apply unto that for. So even pets can be a soul family. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. For exactly. So true. Stray was only a sediment animal I ever encountered. He knew he was special. Yes, you need to understand the cats. All right. The cats, they know when they're special. I have one homeless cat, but she's about to give birth. She kind of like disappeared in the past 2 3 days. I haven't seen her, but I have a sensei food that he doesn't eat. It's a dry food, so I give it to her, and I haven't seen her for. But she's been ever since we came here. She learned, and I named her Maggie. And anytime while she's around, if I yell Maggie, she's coming. I feed her, and she's gonna have a litter for a second time. Where I've been here. It's like a very yeah. But here it's in Bulgaria. We have a lot of street cats for, and yeah. What about spiritual family member in a more one lifetime? The same person? Probably yes. So the spiritual family member that you're going to meet now, it's probably someone who returns you the favor when you are a spiritual family for them. It's kind of like a payback karma in a good way for it. That's what this is. It's kind of like you receiving the give back. All right. Karma in a good way. That is the cause and effects. And that is the people who come in your life to push you, to go forward, to inspire you. Uh, Thanks, Diana, for the name Maggie. But these are the people who you help them, they help you. You help them, they help you. Even through doesn't matter how many lifetimes, you build a bond with these people. Okay, you build a very good, healthy, spiritual bond. All right, we're talking about that. For example, how you build that bond. All right, go back into, let's say, like the 600, okay, wherever there was a war and you were fighting next to each other, you were wounded, they help you, they cover you, they care for you. Is like the brother for it, or you were taken to a family, the family cared for you. That's how you do that bond during a stressful situations. but you see that the actions performing out of this, they are and based out of their good spirit. This is why the people who help you, they don't know, like strangers to you, okay? They have this spirit, the free spirit to help you for. And now the next life, something happened, you remember it to pay it back. You go back and you help them, okay? You get into it for it. And when you help, you know how to help. That's what this is. Um, CC, do you consider soul connection different than soul family? Yes, they're different, actually. Soul family is different than the soul connection. Soul connection, it's someone who you have a relationship for it. Soul family, you will understand who you have the soul connection, but that is a family members. Okay, that's what this is. You have family members. All right, that's right there is that situation for soul family. From my experience, stays with your entire life. Not soul connections; they come and go. They may stay for your lifetime. Some of them, yes, I can agree with this. All right, into the religion that is a represented by the godmother and the godfather. Okay, that's what you have spiritual family. Most of the people don't understand what kind of responsibilities they have when they have a godmother, godfather responsibility. The godmother and the godfather, they have to at least once a week go and see the child, the person they care for it. Okay, because they are the guide that for it. The kid that has godmother and a godfather, the fairy godmother. Why are you going to the fairy godmother? That's what that is in there. Okay, but we're still humans. We controls everything. It's like, don't go for advice to your godmother because I say so. I'm your mother. You should listen to me, for example. Or don't go in this. You're going to embarrass me like a mother. So much things that goes on with all this. But the soul family is a soul family, and you gotta be happy having them. All right. I have my soul brother. He lives with me, so we're working a lot with him. For and he found me through YouTube, and I saw your videos. I wanted to call you, and all of a sudden, boom! It's like they told me you're my soul brother, and in the minute you just calling me, it's like, what's up? You know, that's how it goes. We talk about a lot about religions. We talk about spirituality in a daily basis from him. And few people ask him, about me. He's like, listen, don't tell me things about you. I know who he is. He's been my brother, and you're not breaking that. And he stepped it up his back for me. For You will understand this, people, for it. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, very good topic, by the way. Very good topic. What is child that passed away before being born? A spirit, a guardian, fellowship, oh, that's very touching. Sisi, that's a very touching part. Usually, there is a unborn child, or something happens. Maybe that child was should not supposed to be born, made, or a connection that was not supposed to be made. And the soul sees that if he gets born within these parents or within these situations, is going to have a very heavy, heavy karma, heavy situations, heavy things. Could be something with involved within the lower energies, and usually this when it happens, it's like soul does not want to embody this uh, for, especially if the child is kind of like unborn from within. For I don't like to talk about these energies to tell the truth, and I good. Simply because I had to talk to someone who did twice this, and so yeah, you get it, right? But that's how it goes. Usually, the soul doesn't want to embody when it's an unborn child for it. Okay. Um, on opposite spectrum, if we have a soul family and we have soul enemies, yes, that could be. We can have a soul enemies for, but usually they know who they deal with. Okay, if it's a soul enemy, why would you have soul enemy? Because there is something. By the way, beautiful questions there. They are beautiful. Okay, you need to understand that this part of soul friends, soul enemies. Okay, you need to understand that right there is a lessons for everyone. So, for example, if someone has been revengeful, or someone has been damaged people, there is coming a point when exactly these people, okay, when they see that there was no point of all this revenge, when there was not point of all this crap, when there is no point that the only thing that did that to them, that was their own aggravations, their anger, their hate, their jealousy, their desire to own it more. But through that desire to this part, to all this, and being a soul enemy, all it did, it hurt themselves. And they become a very tiny within the soul. When the soul goes back into its own little drop given from God, little spark, that is the moment when they broke up from it. That is the path of the other side of learning. There is a darkness. But what happened within the darkness, it's like a black sheet, okay? Like, so for example, okay, what do you see? A black sheet, right? But what do you pay attention to it? The black dot. Now I want you to picture it, the black sheet with the white dot. And the spiritual enemies, that's what happened to them. Over the time, because of so much darkness that expands, that dot in there, it becomes so much in contrast that at some point they come to realize, what is this white spot? And that white spot, it's them, internally theirs. When they learned that it doesn't matter how much bad they did, it was pointless. They hurt themselves. Doesn't matter how much what they did, it's pointless. They didn't learn the lesson. They didn't evolve. And some of those people, they can turn the other side. And that is a very valuable war, one from within to it. So if you one of your cell family members is famous, then yeah, makes sense. Then the other entities that want to damage if they can, yeah, exactly. That is a jealousy right there. Famous, what it's mean to be famous. For you need to understand something. Being a public figure and being a famous and being so on and so on. Jim Carrey said that. I know some of you posted his quote uh, for that. I wish everyone can become a celebrity and famous and so on and so on, to understand that's not it. For it was something like that too. But why would the people want to damage? They damage from jealousy. They damage from a greed. They damage because they want the same thing. But usually that comes from people who has not learned that everything in life is through a lot of work. Okay, it requires work, and people who never were taught that they have to work for it, they have to work, they never have the discipline of work. They don't never have the discipline to make themselves. They never had the discipline to go ahead and develop something from within them. Okay, they are the one who actually want that, because within them is the dream to become that famous person. It is the dream to have all the money. It is the dream to have all the fame, but is not the dream within them to do the work. That's the problem in there. They have these false dreams, but not the dream about putting the work. You need to understand every famous person didn't come over overnight. They famous for. They did. You don't see everything they did before that. And you to be a jealous of a famous person, no, you should congratulate a famous person. He did something. He did something to be there in the spotlight of life. Okay, he did. But some of these people, Diana, I will suggest you the movie about Selena. That was the Mexican singer that she was killed by this kind of jealous. It was because of money for it. Yeah, and that's what this is, jealousy, because people getting jealous of this famous because they feel like they're entitled to be famous like them, and they think that that famous person took that from them. They didn't took nothing from them. That person worked for it. Is the problem with the person who think that took something from them. It's an illusion. For could be a damage. Yes, could be a damage. Unfortunately, there's been a quite few examples of when singers, stars, movie stars, has been attacked or damaged or killed because of this. Would you say an evolved soul? An evolved soul, a soul who has been many circles and moons are their levels of souls. Evolved soul. Uh, we all evolve souls. Only one problem we have is we don't have evolved minds that we have from within. We listen something else. We listen something different. It's very important what you listen for. You listen the lower energies. You listen uh, the um, the spirit, the soul from within, God, the universe, your lifestyle. What do you listen? Okay. The very bad part and I have to agree with someone here in this is that he was like, what do you makes you mad? I asked that person what's making you mad, and he says one thing: I am very much displeased and pissed off from a people who take an advice from a people who are more broken than they are. They're not in a position, first of all, to give an advice. If they are not in a better life positions than the others, and give an advice about life. But more, I am pissed off when these people they take that advice and they apply into it from a people who are more broken in life than them, and they get the more broken results in their life. and they comes to me because they listened more broken people instead of more successful people too. So yeah, it's that's how I'm gonna put in for it. Some have the "I deserve it" attitude to the universe. Will owes me. Oh, you deserve it. You need it. You want it. What do you deserve? You sure you deserve? What about if you were someone in the past life that destroyed so many people's life, and now you have to came here and work for helping other people, and all of a sudden it's like you go into the universe. It's like I deserve everything. And universe says like, no, no, you haven't repaired yet. Situations. What do you mean? I deserve it. What do you mean? This deserve it? Who says you deserve it? The universe says you deserve it. The universe comes in and gives you everything that you need to have, you need to do, you need to understand for it. But you demanding from universe, it's like, universe, I demand it. No, it's your ego demanding. It's got nothing to do with your spiritual ego demands it, most likely. For the universe, the world owes me. You get what you get what you need to attract in life for your mission. That's what the universe is there. Universe is there to support you, to guide you, to give you the things so you can do the things that you're going to do. It's not about like I deserve it. I want a $10 million. Okay, I deserve it. Universe, did you work something? Did you do the work? No. Then how come you're going to deserve it? But people, guess what? They still demanding to God and demanding to I deserve it. A very good point, Diana. Wow. Also, emotional maturity seems to be a factor of determining. Yes. Oh, they are right there. Emotional maturity. Most people are not mature in their behavior and their emotions, and that's what I spoke about this before. That immaturity in emotions for brings the immaturity within a soul connection. They may be your twin flame, but if they acting kind of based out of a 15 or 10-year-old child that plays games and it's still in the game playing for it, that's that's not how it goes. For and you're right. That's what this separation is. That's what this process actually right now. Very good point. Is this separation between Venus and Mars? Mars is grown, and Mars learned with Uranus and the North Node what he needs to do. He got fed up for the truth that the feminine is immature, and now Mars says, like, I'm fixing myself. Let the little princess learn over there. Hmm. And guess what? It's gonna be interesting for um, so far. Um, what is your TF in this subject? What subject, CC? What are you referring to? You're referring to a soul family, or are you talking about something else as a subject? Let me know. By the way, guys, thank you for the energy in the chat. It's beautiful. I appreciate you for this, and we need that. Uh, we need this energy here, like this. So, if you plan out life before we get here, that do bad things like hurt and kill others, etc., is that a part of their life plan of, uh, or they, of course, hmm, killing? The way energy goes, for example, when someone kills somebody, usually the family hides it from within. And now what happens is when they hide it, that spirit becomes angry that it's been hidden. It's not truth. It's not. It's bad from it. So now that spirit begins and corrupts the rest of the people within the family, usually, and then they drive someone mad, someone crazy. You may see it within this dark people, that dark person within family who drinks so much, or he's, I mean, he's ready to do. Usually, that is it, a person that affects. He's got the lower moral values, and usually that's what happens. And in this case, that he has to turn around to show compassion and love to turn around this karma. But if he can't, he gets nuts, he gets crazy, and he may be uh, kill again or damage again or so on and so on. For it's so much complicated in energy levels when you look at on that standpoint. For, or you're going to be the person who actually breaks all that. Some of you are the black sheep of spirituality I'm talking about, but could be a someone in your family who is really the black sheep, and we're talking about in 3D level, okay, who is actually didn't learn the lesson for it. But that is a little bit complicated. But before we came in, we know what's going to happen. But here, after we came here, the veil that comes down, the veil of forgotten, okay, for it, that's what the life is. Are you going to remember everything? Are you going to remember what you sign up for? Are you going to do what you sign up for it? Are you going to remember the oath you took? Are you going to give that same oath? Are you going to keep that oath? It's all different within these positions for. So yeah, um, so like hurt and or kill others, things like this. That is a very. It's about test you to overcome anger, because usually anger, it's the anger, jealousy, deceives, lack of truth. All this triggers this jealousy stuff or this bad stuff of people to do this. But it's energy. Whatever you feed, that's what grows. And if you feed the very lower energies, that's what's going to come in. Those very, very lower energies, Kiara, because I can't see the universe being happy about that. Universe is not happy about this, and that's what the lower energies job is, that the universe sends the lower energies in there, sends the universe, it's not only higher, there is also lower energies in the universe, is about to teach them lessons. Usually within this kind of families, there could be a situations where they are so bad, like the family. There's so many things, bad things happen in the family over and over and over and over again. For it, it's like that family line goes away, for example. So the universe is not happy for that, but the universe brings lessons, and lessons about one thing. We've been talking about the truth, okay? So that way, I have someone that says, like, I'm so embarrassed to even go outside because my husband wants so much money, and my husband lives outside, and he doesn't pay the child support. And now I'm embarrassed because everyone is talking to me. I don't go out, and I don't this, and I don't that. And you learn that there is something in there with the corruptions for it. But you here as a spirit who is evolved in this, you disengage yourself from this. You're about to heal the bloodline. You are about to do something within the bloodline, not only within you, but also within your TF as well. That's what you're meeting your twin flame most of the time for it. Uh, Emotional immaturity has not learned to own a response for own actions and a state of being. Yes, lack of accountability. is one of the things. That is emotional immaturity, lack of love, incapable of love. They think the love is something else. You're right, Wonder Nanda. Very beautiful explanations about the immaturity. And they has not learned. Okay, but if you are older in age and you have not learned, then we're talking about very immaturity from a lot of that immaturity. Actually, we're seeing it now uh, within these generations that we have. Talking about the generations born 80s, 90s, that they have kids, okay, and now their kids are immature because the parents were immature. The parents weren't taught right for, and now the both immaturity now comes out in the surface. So it is, I mean, it's coming. I talked to some of my colleagues, they're psychologists, and they're like, yeah, we've seen this coming. It is because of this lack of responsibility. And that's what right now Venus in Leo is going to learn this responsibility. Can't just be mom buy me a candy, dad buy me a burger, and let's go to happy and let's go this and let's go that. And it's like, hey son, give me the wrench. Oh no, I can't work right now. I can't do this. They're not learning how to work. And now that work, you see it. You don't get any of this for it. So yeah, in maturity, I would say that we have more people. They're immature right now. For Then we have people that they went through the virus for it. I would tell you because some of the people that comes in from I spoke with them. I seen that in maturity. I try to teach them to help them out and discipline. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta go to work. You gotta make money. You have to watch how it is. That's a responsibility. That's a maturity. But when you say, "Yeah, I understand," you go to work for like 4 or 5 months and then you quit your job. It's like, what happened there? Lack of maturity, lack of be consistent, discipline. The discipline right now is probably very low as the energy and the earth. Very low. Absolutely very low. So Wonder Nanda asks, very good point here. I don't think of my TF as a soul family. We are connected. I received different other soul connections. So what is the TF? I'm beginning a new branch species energies. TF is your universal partner. Fine. That's what this TF is. Okay, this is like your marriage. All right, your soul family. Okay, they're your advisor. Your TF is your partner. All right, the soul family. All right, like a spiritual husband, spiritual wife. You don't have this relationships like you have for the TF. You only go to the spiritual family for advices. Your TF, it's yeah, you know who your TF is. CC. I experience the energy is totally different, especially instantly in the soul and the heart area. Yeah, there's a lot of changes now coming. And I said this. It's very important what is your chart. If you don't know your chart, what your chart is, and how correlated it is within your charts. Some of you already, I mean, I had last night somebody contact me with things that he has a lot with Taurus, Leo, and a Scorpio. And she asked me, is that the dark night of the soul? I'm like, let me see a chart. Since I lost the computer, she's an old client of mine. I know her for quite a while. She's ATF. I'm like, let's see. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, right. That's what you're going to feel now. And she's like, I feel so bad. It's the energies are so bad, dear. What's going on? I'm like, it's not only me, it's also a friend of mine who she's like this. She's also TF. They'll explain us to what's going on. And I have to do it. But I seen it. I warned this kind of situations coming into it. So some of you who doesn't have energies within those four zodiac signs for it, you feel different. You will feel different, definitely. So, for example, if you have a something within the Aquarius right now, or something within the Aries, for you experiencing totally different things than people who have all the rest situations. If you are, for example, Virgo right now, you are going to experiencing this energies of I have to fix my material world, put everything in order because Mercury is there. It doesn't have engagement with this cross of Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. And Taurus Scorpio is important because that is the north and the south node, and they're squaring Saturn. Saturn, who is squaring the knots. That's even crappy because he's the karmic ruler, and he's like, because of the past one, I was screwing up your future until you don't learn your way. And you're like, what? Yeah, that's how it goes. So it's been a lot of learning for and you may experience in different times. So you see, it's normal. It is normal. All right, guys. So, what do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? By the way, Diana, thank you for the great idea. For all right. Let me help you guys. Look at it, the energies, what they are. What's gonna be the shift? Oh yeah. Oh, that will be it. Let's see, 24 hours. Big shift coming. Ooh. Oh, ouch. Mhm. Wow. Whatever you guys decide, I'll go with both. Um, Purity, CC has four. Kiara reads, any good for Taurus? Yes, Kiara. The good news is there is a separation of Mars and Uranus from in Taurus. That aggravation energy is gonna calm down. The warrior from within you is gonna calm down, but he's going to look to fix material world. That's gonna be like I need to return my old money that I borrow. I want to have freedom within me. I have to buy a house. I need to buy an apartment. I have to have a permanent place. I need to have a new car, a stable car. I need to have a stable material job, a stable material money. Uh, and now Mars is going to kind of like put pressures on this, but it's going to be in a good way. The North Node, it's going back towards Aries, so he's in disengaged with Mars as well. So that energy is going to be improved. Also, we are going to have Uranus. There's going to be a retrograde in Taurus. It's going to give us and to learn the value. What is your value as a spirit within the material world? To use your spiritual world for your material things? Do you happy with what you have? Do you build your dream that you have? Are you home? What is home for you? Is that material things or is you? It's gonna be beautiful. Energy is coming to Taurus. Yes, the sun's gonna come and move out of a Leo for, but it's gonna be still coming up this Leo's energy, whatever crossing Leo. Once Venus and the Sun move out of Leo because of Saturn right now. It's opposing everything in there. If there is no planet, the energy is going to come down. That's going to also affect the things that are in Taurus. And planets that they're not moving too much with the Scorpio. We gotta wait until pretty much the Scorpio season to coming in. The only thing that's gonna go through Scorpio, which is the past karma, that is going to be the moon in meantime. Otherwise, we don't have planets that moving around. Everything is in the beginning of the new cycles, the end of the old cycles, beginning the news, including Neptune, who is at the end of Pisces, clear out confusions, and so on. We are going to have Pluto within 2 years that's going to Aquarius but we have to do a lot of work before we entering transformation in Aquarius. So there is some things goes on for. Yes, the money will come in when Mars is gonna be right now. It says like I'm getting a new job, I'm getting a stable job, I'm learning the discipline that everything depends on me. Me. I don't depend on others because every time I depend on others and they fails me, my material world crash down. So now I depending on me. I have to be provider. I have to be from within. That is going to be powerful energy from Mars. Some of though can took it on a very very kind of like a separation way from like the. I believe there's going to be a lot of divorces coming up now because they weren't based of mutual agreements for it. There's going to be some lot of learning to coming in. But the people who are already separate and some things, they learn lessons in different ways. It's going to be a lot of good learning, but the money wise for it, you need to understand the North Node and Uranus when as they are retrograde. That is the receiving kind of like a sign. That is about like you did good, you did right, and I'll give you this job, sudden luck, sudden change, sudden beautiful job where you can earn the money, good atmosphere. If you did good, though, if you are all screwing up and all getting into this, then they say you didn't learn the lesson of being disciplined, to learn the discipline with money, to learn the discipline with in the material world for. That's the lesson. That's what Uranus is there. Uranus is there in Taurus to teach us about this. It's like stop being immature, stop being irresponsible, stop being running away from accountability. You have to be accountable for your actions. You don't want to be accountable for your actions? Well, okay, I'll make a sudden changes in your life. I screwing up your life. I will tell Saturn to screw you over because Saturn is the karmic lesson. And guess what? You're gonna have a bad life. You're gonna have no money. You're gonna have this. You're gonna have that, and now you're gonna want. You need to understand the energies goes both ways. We already talk about this new cycle is to look the both ways and to gain the wisdom from within and doing the right things. Nothing bad for it, uh, Kiara, but very good astrology lesson in there. Might yes, Gemini, Taurus, Ghost with Leo rising and Scorpio moon. I'm a Gemini, Sun, Taurus. How do we make it work? We are not in contact in 3D. Inessa, I need to look more at the charts. Why just not find me on the Facebook and I will look up the charts for it. because there is more than just like this. If he's got a Scorpio moon, he's probably have a lot of situations from within. His Leo rising depends where the Leo rising is. For Because if you his Leo rising is, let's say, like in the first degree, he's gonna get a learning about love right now. If he's like in the last degrees for it, like 22, 24, 20 something, he learns the lessons, divine lessons. But if he's in the mid one, like something between the 13 to, let's say, like to 20 something, for that could be some case of these situations for it. But usually when there is a square with between ascendant and the moon and Leo, you need to understand that the moon in Scorpio could be silent, revengeable. I want to give you back, you hurt me, and since you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you bad, so bad. So you can learn this. And also the ascendant of Leo could be talking about ego in there. It all depends on it. And since you have you're Gemini with an Taurus rising, that's mean your Gemini is your first house maybe. And Aries moon, oh wow. Your Aries moon could be a very much controlling and demanding and going against the moon and Scorpio. Ouch. That's right now. You're talking about two stubbornness coming together and trying to make the things right. Only way is you gotta look the charts for. Hi, I will look again. Thanks. For so that's what Inessa. I mean, um, yeah, the moon is Scorpio. It's all depends. That also represents that it could be involved toxic mother or a toxic ways of mothering or toxic understanding about mother. For it, you need to understand that everything that it's in Scorpio is going within the underworld. Has to go dive within the darkness and dark emotions. Usually, Lilith, it's kind of like in there for. But some of the people I know, like my spiritual sister, she has a Lilith and Scorpio, and guess what? She understood Lilith and her. She accepted Lilith and her, and she looked the God's part. That when God designed Lilith, He told her, "You're gonna be bad. You're gonna be ugly. You're gonna be, but until you don't learn to bow in front of me, bow of God." And guess what? Repentance to God gave her the goddess power now. She's got the truth, the power from with her, and the peace, and she's this free female. She's got a lot of power now. Most people don't understand the power of Lilith when she repents to God. If you ever did, that will be a miracle. Most of the females, they don't. That is the third face mask for it. The person has three face masks. The one represents himself in the front of everybody, the second one within the family, the other, the third one never falls off. That third mask is actually that Lilith for it. That they don't see it, the truth. But when they see it and they show it to God and find the God from within, that now we're talking about totally, totally powerful, powerful energy. But it's only like I know only like her and one more person that win over that. That's it. Because most of people don't have the discipline for inner work. They learn, they do, but they don't do the work. They don't do the work. You still what? You're still immature. His mom is a Virgo. Oh well, Virgo then could be a very challenging because very demanding. Some of the Virgos are very demanding for, and that could lead something from within. All right, did you guys pick up the topic yet? What do you guys decide? If you have a Chiron conjunct the moon, that's mean that you're going to be wounded probably emotionally from your mother, or emotionally wounds as a mother, maybe. And through those emotional wounds, you probably going to helping people for it. I don't know on what house that is for it, Inessa. Okay, take a look what house that is. But usually the moon coming in together with Chiron, that's what talks about. Maybe you're gonna be end up even working with kids or something with mother. You can be even work at kind of like help for it. But that's what it is. Chiron with the moon, it represents that being damaged, but you also heal people. So, what did you guys pick up for a topic? Because I have astrology reading to do within 10 minutes. For so, what did you guys decide? The mirror exercise expanded how to help yourself and others to love from CC, and we have a purity passion, how to be mature, set the example. Uh, that is pretty good as well. So, what did you guys want to go with? The maturity or uh, the mirroring exercise, the mirror exercise? Do your twin partner? Oh, yes. Yes, Heather. Do your twin partner, wife, husband feel the connection with someone else? They feel like you will know the vibrations because now the portion of the love that they feel towards their husband and wife for it now goes someplace else. And the energy is not there. It's not the same. And yes, they feel in it. Something like how to develop spiritual maturity to shine a light. Maturity mirror, maturity. Oh, you guys are. All right. Let me see what I can do. All right. All right. To go together. All right, we're going with maturity then. All right, we're going to we're going to the maturity. Mature to love yourself. Oh, there was another topic. Topic from Kiara. I didn't see how to be more grounded or how to connect to spirit guide. Kiara, actually, we already talked about grounding twice already. They are advanced. Look back a few weeks back the videos. Very good topic on the grounding. Four. All right, maturity. Maturity. Okay, how to mature. Mature. How to develop spiritual maturity. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put here. See who actually got that idea about a maturity was. Uh, Purity, passion. Okay, so I'm putting a purity, passion, and Ray actually defined it. So Ray Skywalker. Ray Skywalker. All right, that's kind of what we're gonna do. How to develop spiritual maturity. All right, guys. Let me finish with this. Be respectful. Right? Be respectful because some of the people who's gonna come to you within us from the spiritual realm, within the spiritual positions, it doesn't matter what they are and who they are. Respect them with your kindness in your actions in here. Do as you said for it, because they are sent by the universe. And if you don't do as you said, then the universe is not pleased for. But the respect with the people you are in the kind of like a spiritual family connections, you will understand something very valuable there. That spiritual family is going to help you develop your family you have here now. You to get this unconditional love from the spiritual family to provide it within your own family. For it all begins with the truth in you. That's all that is the truth. You the true recognize these people. You the true to be like from soul to soul of these people. Okay, they coming to you in your life for that reason, to gain the wisdom that you need to fix your karma, to fix your situations from within you. And that's what it's part of the maturing in there in you. They help you to mature in spirituality realm, spirituality power in the spirit from within. All right, guys. So just keep it in mind that when unconditional love becomes a lifestyle, we are bringing the paradise here in North. And that's what we are going for, to have this unconditional love, unconditional understanding about love, backed up by actions. We are creating this paradise here. All right, guys. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for the great questions. Yes, purity. Amen. For it. And we're going to come back here tomorrow with this. And I'm going to be talking to you in the morning at the Astroviber channel. We are going to talk about astrology. All right, guys. So thank you so much. And be love and understanding of everything. And you know how the things are. All right. Be love. I'll see you tomorrow. Lori and Diaz. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Lori. All right.